Hey there everybody. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate some of the new features in Seesaw, specifically the add voice feature and the lock feature. So first we'll talk about the voice feature. So I'm very excited about this update. It's been something that I've been asking for. And basically what it does is it allows you to add voice narration onto different types of objects. So let's say that I have, I'm going to put a shape in here, and I'm going to add it right there. So when you go to add a shape or a picture or a video, you get the three dots like you always do, and you can click on it. And then now you have this new option of voice, which I'm going to press on it. And another new feature too is it's going to give you the choice of whether you want to record your voice right there and then, or if you have an audio file you want to add that's already done on your computer, you can upload it. So I'm going to go ahead and record my voice. Yellow star. And so when I do that, you'll now see that to the left of the star, I now have this speaker icon that I can click or tap on it. Yellow star, and you'll hear what it was that was recorded. So I can do this for shapes. As I've mentioned, you can also add it for pictures, and you can also do it for text as well. So if let's say I had a picture of a butterfly, and then I had the word butterfly underneath it. I could use my voice. Butterfly, butterfly, and there you go. So I now have that. Now, the one thing that you can't do with the record feature is you can't just record without having it linked to anything. So you don't just get the speaker icon for nothing. You can go to the three dots and you can select voice, but what that's going to do is it's going to basically make a text box for you, and then you have the ability to record your voice from there. So now I'm recording, but let's say I didn't want it tied to a text box, or say in this case I'm going to go to the next page on here. So let's say that this is a graphic that is in my Seesaw, and everything on here was done in Google Slides, so that I didn't make the text in here. But I want to be able to read out loud what it is that's there. Now, again, I can't just go in and add my voice and just put it somewhere. So one trick that you can do is you can just use a shape. And I'm going to use this shape here. And I'm going to basically cover what it is that my speaker is going to say. So this text area right there. I'm going to change the style and use the middle one so I can see through it, so I know what I'm reading. It's definitely helpful. And now I'm going to record with my voice. So now that I've got that recording done, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to those three dots. And what I can do is I can basically hide this shape behind this larger image. So you actually won't even see it. But one of the cool things is when I go to order, I'm going to go send to back. And you'll now see that you can't see it anymore, but the speaker icon is still there. And I'm just going to go ahead and lock it, which we're going to talk about locking in just a second as well. So this is one of the ways that you can kind of get around that limitation is you can basically create a speaker for a text box or some area that you're going to narrate. And you can kind of keep it hidden in the back so you don't have to look at it. So that takes care of the first big feature update in Seesaw, the recording voice. The next thing that we're going to talk about is locking. And so before this update, what would happen is you could either lock it or not. So if you had something that you wanted to have the kids move around and manipulate, you didn't really have any ability to control what they did with it if you wanted them to move it. So oftentimes you might end up seeing a star that looks like this because it's, they grabbed the corner and made it bigger, or somehow they managed to do something with the text or make something upside down or whatever. So Seesaw has added a feature in here So you can have a little bit more control over that. So now, if I go and click on the star, I'm going to go back to those 3 dots. And you'll see where it says lock, I now have a choice of whether I want to lock all or lock size. So lock all does what locking has always done in Seesaw, which is it's going to put it in place. You can't move it unless you unlock it. The next option is lock size. So I'm going to select that one. Now, I have the ability now to move this around the screen, but you'll notice that the circles around that you would use to resize are no longer there. So this is a really huge update. I'm sure for some of you who have seen some student work with everything resized and it's looking really really sloppy, that you'll appreciate this. So, and as always, you just go back to the 3 dots to unlock it. So those are 2 of the big new features in Seesaw. And thank you for watching. I hope you learned something from it, and I'll see you next time.